Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. I am still here, still very pregnant. I am 38 weeks and 4 days today. So I'm gonna vlog today because we've got still stuff that I'm trying to catch up on around the house, and I figured I would take you guys along. Maybe at some point I'll do like a little Q&A. I think I'm gonna ask you guys on YouTube here to send me in some questions because I have a crap ton of laundry that I have to do. So I figured maybe we'll answer some questions while I do laundry. Kids have been playing super nice today, this morning, so I'm trying to just like let them do their thing before I start making them breakfast. They're like doing a lot of pretend play these days together, which is super cute. Like right now they're pretending they're like moving, and like they're moving the Barbies from the Barbie dream house, and I don't know, like they make little hotels with the magnet tiles. It's the cutest thing. So I'm really glad that they're entertaining themselves, and I'm trying to encourage that. And when I see them doing that, like I try not to interfere, because they're gonna need to do that when the baby gets here. Like they're gonna need to do a lot of just playing amongst themselves, which they've always done and they've always done really well at, but even more so when the baby comes. Like I want them to know that they have each other and they can play and they can be entertained. So that's like something that I'm really trying to foster right now. What are you guys doing over there?
We're flying airplane.
Oh, you're on an airplane right now? Oh, that's so great.
To a hotel.
To go to the hotel? Okay, well have fun. But yeah, this past week has looked a lot like trying to tie up loose ends before the baby gets here. Trying to do like the really annoying stuff. Like last week, Joe and I went to the DMV, which was freaking brutal. We had to get our Florida driver's licenses, so I'm super glad that we were able to do that. It took all day and it was just like a mission, but we got our licenses, and I'm just happy that I was able to do that before the baby got here, because I knew that if I wasn't able to make that appointment for any reason, that it would be a while before I was gonna be able to go to the DMV. So I had to make an appointment like a month in advance. For like the longest time, I saw it on the calendar and I was like, you know, that's like really close to my due date. Like it may not happen. But point is, we have our driver's licenses, so that was something we took care of. And then this week also, I took care of registering Riley for homeschool, or not like that you have to register, but you have to do like a thing, at least in Florida, where you like submit a notice of intent to the school board. So I did that like 2 days ago. So that's like off my list of things to do. So now I just gotta wait for them to get back to me, which I think everything will be fine. Like it's just whether or not I filled it out the paperwork the correct way or whatever. As long as I gave all the information they needed, they should approve it and it should be fine. And then yesterday too, I was super happy because I met with a girl from the church that we're going to now, and she gave me all this info on like Catholic co-ops, and so she got me like connected with a great co-op for the kids. So I need to do a little bit of that today, like go on and pre-register and do some of that back-end stuff, like administrative stuff, because I would love for both of the kids to start a co-op this fall. I think it starts in September, but that's like one of the big things that I've been praying about, because you guys know that when we were in Virginia, I had the kids in a co-op. It was a much smaller co-op in Virginia, but it was still nice. Like once a week, the kids would get together and play and hang out. So this co-op is similar. It's much bigger, but they meet once a week, and then they also have like, you know, park play dates and things like that I know the kids would love and would benefit from. So that's like something else that I have on my plate that I'm trying to like also just not forget about. I suppose I will make myself at least some coffee this morning, because yesterday I was like rushing out of the house and didn't have like that calm, relaxing morning, because I had that meetup with that with the girl from church, which was super nice, by the way. It was just, it's been really nice to feel like we're starting to build community here, and we're starting to just get connected. Like Joe tonight has a meeting. They have like a church, like some kind of ministry that's for first responders. So they have like paramedics that go, and they have like police officers that go. So it'll be nice for him to get connected with like other guys that are involved in the church that also do that kind of like law enforcement stuff. We have also, I'm trying to like tell you all these things while I get my life together, but we have also made great progress on Jackson's potty training. And I've been telling you guys on Instagram a little bit, but like this past week and a half, every single time that he has had to poop, he has pooped in his little tiny Paw Patrol potty. So he hasn't been pooping in his pull-ups anymore, at least again for the last maybe 10 or so days. And that has been a huge improvement, just because for the longest time he was scared to go number 2 in that potty. He had kind of been okay with peeing in there, but pooping, he gave me a hard time. So now he's finally at the point where he will recognize that he needs to go, and then he goes and he sits there on his own. Like I kind of have it in the corner now by like the downstairs bathroom. He'll go and he'll sit, and then all of a sudden I'll be doing my own thing, and then I'll hear, "Mama, wipe my butt," and then I have to go wipe his butt. That just makes me thrilled. And then there have also been sometimes, like yesterday he did really well, because yesterday I had him in a pull-up because I was at my mom's house, and like I had him in his pull-up, which he tends to kind of get lazy in, because sometimes when he has his pull-up on, he'll just like forget that he has to go pee, so he'll pee in there. But yesterday he had his pull-up on all day, and he was dry at night. Like he never once peed in there. So every time that he knew that he needed to go, he would go on like the potty, or like at my mom's house there's no tiny potty, but he would go and sit on like the little insert that you put on top of the toilet seat, and he would pee there. So that makes me super thrilled, because that has definitely been like on my to-do list before baby gets here, because I would love to just have one kid in diapers. But just the fact that he's been doing better, that alone like gives me hope, because for a long time we got stuck, and I know that a lot of you guys share in my pain. So my advice is just to keep at it, be patient with your kids. Jackson will be 4 in December, okay? So he's not super little. We didn't start potty training when he was super young. My experience, like my boy took longer than Riley did to potty train. So just keep at it, be patient. Eventually they will get it. Like they're not gonna be 25 years old pooping their pants, I would hope not. But just keep at it and don't get discouraged. You know, just give them time and don't like stress them out about it. All right, I'm trying to make my breakfast, make the kids breakfast. I've also been working on like trying to stock the freezer with some stuff that's like ready to go. So I've made like a huge batch of pancakes the other day. So I've got like plain pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes. I had made a big batch of waffles, which I should just like make another batch because the kids have eaten through it. And then I had made also like silo cookies, but we ate almost all of them except for a few that are here. So this is like frozen cookie dough that if we want to like take it out and just put it on a baking sheet, we can just make cookies. But I want more than this because this will be done in 30 seconds.
Look at Lammy.
Look at Lammy. By the way, Jackson got a haircut because Joe took him to get a haircut and it was awful. So Joe just like buzz cutted him. Wow, look at that. Your little bird and your lamb is sleeping. So nice. So yeah, Jackson just got a buzz cut, and that's his big boy haircut, which I love and hate at the same time because he looks so big. And then over here in our freezer, I had made a batch, or like a loaf of bread. I had made 2 loaves of bread. So one of them I froze in here, like I sliced it and I froze it. So this is what I'm trying to do every day, is like bake something and then put it away in the freezer for the future. And then this has been kind of like how I've been trying to organize our freezer too. Like I've got chicken over here. I think this is fish. I've got some meats. We've been slowly transferring meat from like the chest freezer at my mom's house over here. I've got some ground turkey. So trying to like stock my freezer with some food so that when the baby comes, like we can easily cook. Chicken nuggets for the kids, some more ground beef and burgers down there. We have bacon. So yeah, if the kids give me some time later, that would be one of the things that I'd love to do, is just like make some more bread or make some more waffles, pancakes, something, because we're gonna need like quick and easy things that we can make, because I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time in the kitchen when the baby gets here.
I got a helicopter, a fire truck, ambulance, and a police car.
Wow.
And a plane.
And a train? It's a lot of things, Jackson.
And some buildings.
And some buildings?
Yeah, for all the vehicles.
For all the vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite vehicle?
Like the ambulance, the fire truck, and also the police car.
Also the police car? How many is that?
Maybe 3.
3?
Yeah. Also, I want a helicopter.
Cool.
The helicopter is only on the stand because, like, I don't have any helicopters home.
No. Hey, do you like your breakfast that I made you?
Yeah, but I got a helicopter home too.
Cool. Hey Riley, how are you feeling about the fact that the baby's almost here?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Because after the baby, I'm going to get my cat.
Riley, that is not what we are talking about. We're talking about the baby. Are you excited about the baby?
Yeah, and also my cat.
What are you gonna do with the baby?
I don't know, like play with it. But I'm not sure I can take care, so you're gonna have to be taking care of the cat.
You're gonna take care of your cat, and I'll take care of the baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you need my help, just come upstairs and tell me.
Why? Are you gonna be upstairs always?
Yeah, because, well, not like always, but I'm going to have to be carrying my cat down the stairs.
Really?
Because, look, the couch has like under part, so I don't want the cat to go under and make his own home.
So you want to keep the cat from going under the couch?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that would be bad.
In case you had even the slightest doubt, we have not forgotten about the cat. I am reminded about the cat every single day of my life. So eventually the cat is coming, but I've at least been able to hold off until like, hey, we're gonna wait till the baby comes first and then get the cat. Kind of settle into our like new normal as a family of 5 first, and then just continue adding to the chaos with the cat. So it's not like I'm forgetting. I'm not trying to trick her. Like, it's coming, just not quite yet. While we're at it, we'll get a nice little bump shot. This is 38 weeks and 4 days. But like, seriously, every day I'm like, there's no way that I can feel more pressure. There's no way that it can hurt more. Like, there's no way that I can be more sore down there. And every day proves me wrong, because it continues to get harder and harder just to like walk, just to live, just to roll. Huh? What are you guys doing? Go eat your food. What do you...
Give me chocolate.
No, first of all, listen. For some reason, Riley doesn't like chocolate chip waffles. But I don't think that those have chocolate, Riley.
No, it does.
Okay, well, those are the only ones that I have. Okay, I made Riley something. I made her plain pancake. All is right in the world again. I've been craving for some reason these Chobani yogurts, but like the key lime one. That has been my craving at the moment. And then I put a little bit of granola in it. This is like a mix of that Purely Elizabeth granola and then, I don't know, some other random granola. But this has been like my favorite breakfast. And then something that I have become quite acquainted with in this stage of pregnancy has been Tums, you guys, because I have had the worst heartburn lately. I didn't have much heartburn this pregnancy, but for some reason, like the last like week and a half, I've been eating Tums almost every night because I get like just really bad like refluxy, like acid pain. So that's been helping, but yeah, I've been having a little bit of that indigestion and whatever you call it, heartburn. That has not been fun. All right, Jackson just pooped in the potty, so that was a great success. He gets so excited now, and like, as much as like I'm obviously excited, there's also like it's kind of not my favorite thing, because then I have to like look at this giant turd in the toilet. But I'm just very happy, so I'll take it. It's just like potty training in general is like obviously not super fun, but potty training a boy is like a whole other level. Whatever. Now he's like, I want a car, tell Dada I want a car, because we have been pretty much bribing him, telling him like every time you do caca in the potty you get a new car. So we'll go to like Dollar Tree and have him pick out like a little car. Makes him excited, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna get to my list of things to do, because all I've been doing is chatting and eating breakfast. I am gonna go upstairs and try to take care of a little bit of like putting a load of laundry in. But look how cute. My mom bought me these swaddles. She said she found them at Walmart, and they're so cool because they're like other swaddles that I have, but they have like a zipper at the feet. So it's made so that like in those nighttime like changes, or like if you have your baby swaddled and then you're like, oh, I just swaddled them and then like they pooped again, or I need to change their diaper and you don't want to completely unswaddle them, you just unzip like the bottom part. I don't know if you're even able to completely see that, but I think that that is super cool. I want to put them to wash. Yes, you see a garbage truck?
Outside.
Wow, excellent.
It was white.
Wow, okay. Highlight of his life. But yeah, so the one that she got me is like, one is gray and then one says I love you in little print. It's so cute. So I'm gonna put these to wash upstairs. Okay, so the kids requested like some new toys because I was in the garage, they saw the toys, so I said, okay, we can do like a mini toy rotation. So I asked them to give me like one thing that they weren't playing with, and then I put that in the garage and then brought something else out for them. So Riley requested Lincoln Logs. Are you gonna build, what are you gonna build with that?
I I want to build this man a home.
You're gonna build him a home? Okay, and then Jackson just requested more of his cars, like just a different set of cars. And then this thing that we still have, that little Melissa and Doug little track thing, I've shared that a million times. So he's gonna play with that. You like those?
Yeah.
What kind of car is that one, Jackson?
It's a plane.
A what?
Plane.
Crane. How do you say crane?
Look, the man can ride the horse.
Oh, very nice. I actually have a Thrive Market order that I have to put away, so I figured I'll show you some of the stuff we got in. These are like lollipops for the kids that they like. These are our favorite freezer pops. We've got Pirate's Booty. And then this is a cereal that we get a lot from Thrive that's very just plain and boring, but the kids will eat it. I'm looking for the ingredients. Where are the ingredients? Oh, these are the ingredients, just very clean, but I like it, the kids like it, so we get it. This is literally like 10 packs of Giggles for Joe, because these are his favorite candies. Like, they're kind of like Skittles, but a little healthier, so he needed a restock on those. Got the Panda Puffs that I love for the kids, and then I got just more like waffle mixes, pancake mixes that are easy to throw together. I get the Honest Kids apple juice. This over here is more food. So I get the Annie's cheddar like Cheetos, and then this is just cheddar bunnies, the Elizabeth granola, which I love. So I got the vanilla chocolate chip, but this one is my favorite one, the chocolate sea salt. And then these little things too are my favorite. I'm gonna have them, maybe I'll just throw these in my hospital bag. And then this stuff is just like house stuff. This is for the dishwasher. This is some more like soap refill, shampoo and conditioner, which hasn't been the worst. Hasn't been like the absolute best, but hasn't been the worst either. So I've been picking that up. What else did I get? This is bug spray, the Badger bug spray, because the mosquitoes over here are killing us. And then this is like a Badger itch relief thing. And then both of these things are for me. So I've got organic nipple butter that I should put in my hospital bag. And then the Milkmaid tea from Earth Mama, which is supposed to be like for breastfeeding. It's good for breastfeeding. So that I'm glad I have now. And then I also got the Thrive Market brand, like the Rosie brand, paper towels to see if they're any good. Joe is very picky about his paper towels, so I don't know if he's gonna like these, but I'm gonna see if they are any good. So like I tell you with these Thrive Market hauls, every time that I do them, this video isn't sponsored by them, but I do have a code. It's like an affiliate link that if you sign up for Thrive Market, I get like a small commission back from that sign up, but you also get 40% off your first order. So you can sign up, place an order, and you get that whole order for 40% off, which is nice. So let's see these paper towels. I don't know, they're looking a little thin, a little wimpy. Joe is not the biggest fan, but yeah, if they're like recycled, maybe we can get away with using some of these on occasion. Like the kids make a big mess if they spill something that needs a lot of absorbing power. This is probably not gonna cut it, but yeah, I'll put those in the garage. I also have the baby's car seat back here. Joe needs to finally like reconfigure the car seat. So it's like one of his last big tasks before the baby gets here. We're gonna have to move Riley to the back seat. So we've gotta like move her car seat to the back, put the baby's car seat in the car, and then yes, and Jackson is having a fit because he hears us talking about like putting Riley in the back seat. He's like, why can't I go to the back seat? They're gonna be constantly fighting about that. But I'm not looking forward to it because now I've got to like get my butt to the back seat to try to strap Riley in. So that's like a whole other thing we're trying to prepare for. But yeah, it's like for the meantime, it's just like here in front of my house. But we did get in our pack and play. So this is the pack and play. I told you this is the one that I wanted in one of my registry videos or something. So I ordered it. I have to put it together. I got it during the Amazon Prime Day sale, so I got it a little cheaper. But that right there is what it's gonna look like. So I need to just build it, and then I think we're gonna put it probably over here in this corner. This chair we're gonna be getting rid of. It's like one of the last things that we need to like find a home for. I think my contractor's gonna take it, and then these two bins need to get out of here. But I'm thinking that that'll be a good spot for the time being to put the pack and play, so that way if we're down here, the baby has somewhere to sleep. I can change the baby. So this little space here needs to be reconfigured. ever. So I'm going to finally see if I can sit down and like answer some questions and fold some laundry. I was able to wash those swaddles, so now these will be ready to go. Every time that I look at like something that I bought for the baby or like the baby stuff, it just, I don't know, like makes me excited slash also freaks me out at the same time. Like that's kind of how I've been feeling lately. It's just like all of the emotions. I actually woke up with pregnancy insomnia the other night. I was up like at 4 in the morning and I was like, let's watch like my old like videos of like when Jackson was a newborn and we were at Mimi's house, and let me watch my labor and delivery vlogs. And like I have those videos also of like the 2 days that I spent at the hospital, like first 24 hours with the newborn. Started watching those and I was just like remembering all of this stuff that goes into postpartum life and newborn life, and you know, you got to be up every like 2-3 hours. And I remember stripping Jackson down. Sorry, I'm trying to show you a PJ that I got for the baby. Stripping him down because he didn't want to eat, and all of the struggles with breastfeeding and all of that. So it's like I'm excited, but I know also it's gonna be like super overwhelming. I'm trying to like mentally prepare myself as best as I can, because I know that like you really, there's nothing like it until you're actually in it and the baby is here. Like look, I bought this for the baby. Look how cute. It's got like little whales. It's just so tiny. This one says that it's from like, I think it said 7 to 9 pounds. And I went to the doctor the other day, and well, I think it was like last week that I went, that they did the ultrasound. They said the baby was already weighing like 7.5 pounds. So they did tell me good news, which is like they didn't anticipate like the baby being like a 10-pound baby. Like baby was actually like in the 68th percentile for like overall size, like weight and stuff. So that kind of like calmed my nerves a little bit about like having the giant baby. But still, like already 7.5 pounds. I mean, I'm guessing that when I deliver, this baby will be in the 8-pound range, but I guess we'll see. But anyway, let's see how many of these I can answer. So what do you think the most challenging like thing, I guess, would be on a day-to-day basis with 3 kids? I think for me, the hardest thing is going to be just like a couple of things, like the level of noise in my house, which already exists with 2 kids. The kids are still going to be fighting, the kids are still going to be loud doing their thing, but then there's also going to be like a newborn, and newborn's going to be crying, and that to me, like the overstimulation for me is really hard. Like the crying, the noise, that's something that really gets to me. So I'm going to be like hyper focused on trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. Or obviously that it happens, but that I respond better to it this time around, because I know that in other times that I've been postpartum, one of the things that I've been really struggling with, or I've struggled with in the past, has been like postpartum rage. And I'm sure I've talked about that before, but just like I get instantly angry because I think I'm just overstimulated, and it's like postpartum anxiety, not postpartum depression, but like postpartum just like angry, like everybody shut up. Like I can't hear myself, and I don't want to feel that way. You know, I want to enjoy the baby stage, I want to enjoy the newborn stage, and try to calm myself and like recognize that that's happening, so that I'm not like angry, I guess, if any of that makes sense. So that's gonna be one thing that's hard. And then obviously like at the beginning, it'll be hard just figuring out the routine, figuring out the schedule. Like with the kids right now, I have a pretty good routine and schedule, and rhythm. Like we've never been strict to a schedule, but like a rhythm. Like we do chores, we do breakfast, we do chores, we do like they play at some point in the day. After lunch we'll like come up here, and the kids are like now like they're doing quiet time. So there's like a rhythm to our day if we're home. Like obviously if we're out and doing other things, the routine looks different. And now I'm gonna have to still do all those things, and then also incorporate having a tiny human that I have to stop and nurse every couple hours, and then I'm gonna be trying to get the baby to sleep, and I'm anticipating that most of the child sleeping is gonna be taking place in a baby carrier. Like I'm mentally preparing for that because that's how Jackson's life was. Like Jackson just lived on me for quite some time. But really like the biggest thing that freaks me out is just like the lack of sleep. And the baby knows what I'm talking about. The baby's like moving like crazy. But just like the lack of sleep, the interrupted sleep. Like I got really spoiled and used to my uninterrupted sleep. So that's gonna be hard, but we'll figure it out. Will I do a birth vlog? I have every intention of filming a birth vlog. How it happens or how detailed it's gonna be or what it'll look like, that will obviously depend on how my birth goes. But some kind of vlog, yes. I plan on taking my my camera to the hospital, and I will film something and share it with you guys, so stay tuned for that. Will we have any more kids in the future? So that one has been obviously something that I've been asked a million times. The short answer to that is like obviously I don't know. Like I cannot tell the future, but we are going to still be practicing NFP once this baby comes. So like I met on I had like a phone call with my NFP coach so that she could walk me through like what NFP looks like postpartum, because it's a whole new world for me. I've never done NFP postpartum, and it's a little bit complicated postpartum, to be honest. That's what we're trying to stick to. For many different reasons, for our faith reasons. That's what the Catholic Church believes in, and so we're trying to be obedient to that. So basically, like long story short, what that means is postpartum, I'm trying to give myself at least 9 months of not being pregnant, because the doctors all recommend that you don't get pregnant back to back, that you give your body some time. That's what I would ideally like to achieve, like not be pregnant back to back. But again, maybe God has other plans for us. But at least 9 months, and then after those 9 months are up, then at that point kind of discern where we're at, kind of pray about it, you know, consult with a priest like we did this time. Like where are we at? Do we have like a moral reason, like a good reason to abstain during my fertile period to avoid getting pregnant? Or do we just, you know, kind of go with it and see what happens? So that will come later down the road. And then obviously with that, like maybe there's another baby, maybe there's not. But there's nothing that like we are doing on our own to prevent that like from happening. Like I'm not getting my tubes tied, Joe's not getting snipped. So we will see, but that's kind of where we're at with that. What do you think you're having? I think I'm having a boy. I feel like this is a boy, but maybe I am totally wrong and we are super surprised. Do we have names picked out for either? Yes, so we did pick out a girl name, we have a boy name, so both of the names are ready. And now we're just literally waiting to see what it is. So this question is good. It says, do you let family around the baby right away or do you wait? Just had my third and I like to wait a few weeks or so before having visitors, but people tend to get a little bit upset about that. Like this question, it has so many different parts, and at different points in my life, I probably would have answered it differently. I just feel ultimately that it's your baby. It's your baby that you just like housed for 9 months. Like you pushed that baby out, you had a C-section for that baby. Like it is your baby. So like any decision that you make, like who can be pissed about it? Like people don't have a right to be mad that you want to maybe err on the side of caution, or you want to give yourself some time. Like I definitely don't like having people around right away. Like if I'm home and I'm trying to figure out nursing and I'm like naked half the time and I'm bleeding and I'm walking around in a pad, like do I want a bunch of people like around at that point in time? No, because that's uncomfortable and it's like, I don't know, that doesn't make me feel the best. But I will say that I don't know if it's that this is my third baby now, or if because of the fact that I'm not having this baby in like the middle of cold and flu season like I have in the past with the kids, I feel like I'll probably be wanting visitors sooner rather than later. Like I won't probably make people wait as long as I did last time, or I'll be more receptive and open to visitation and stuff sooner than I did last time, just because again, the other kids were born in December, and that was always like cold and flu, and then like there was just a lot of fears around like, you know, just sicknesses and all of that. But this time around I probably won't be as crazy strict. Like as it is, I have 2 kids, and as it is, I'm gonna be taking my 2 kids places. Like with Riley, I think I waited probably like 2 months before I really started like going out and doing things. This time around, like the kids are probably gonna start a co-op and they're gonna be around other kids, and like I'm just gonna pray that this baby's immunity is pretty good, because like there's only so much I can do. But to that question, like you just have to do what makes you feel comfortable, and if people get upset about it, like too freaking bad. Like that's like the take that I have on it. Like yes, obviously, you know, it's nice to be able to allow visitors at a certain point, but people should be able to respect whatever parameters you put in place. Like maybe you allow visitors, but only for like, you know, 15-30 minutes. Like people shouldn't expect that you're gonna like entertain them after you just gave birth and like be at your house all day if that's not something that you want. If that's what you want, if you want a freaking party, if you want people with you all the time, then like that's awesome, and you know, make that known. But whatever your boundaries are, whatever your limitations are, like people should respect that, in my opinion. So somebody had a question about gardening that caught my attention, because again, I miss my garden so much. Like I just miss that. You know, you guys saw my sad little state of my garden here right now, but somebody just said that they'd like to start learning. Were there any books or resources that you found helpful when you started in Virginia? I did read one book and I forgot the name of it. It was like, I don't know if it was like the Vegetable Almanac, or I don't know, I'm probably butchering the name of it. There was one book that I read, but most of what I learned by watching other YouTube videos. So like M.I. Gardner here on YouTube, different people like what's her name, Roots of Refuge, I think. Also pretty much if there was like a fruit or a vegetable that I wanted to learn, I would just Google it, or you know, YouTube search it. You know, how to grow strawberries in like I'd look up my zone, so whatever zone I was in Virginia, I forget exactly the zone. You know, how to grow strawberries in zone 7, or how to grow strawberries in Virginia, or strawberry care, or like all of those kind of like, how do you do this? Like I would just search it and find videos on it, and then that was really helpful. Things like tomatoes, you know, like how to prune tomatoes, and like figuring out like different tomato varieties. Like most of what I learned for free, which is great, and that's one of the reasons why I do love YouTube, because you can learn a lot of stuff and like you don't have to pay a penny. Yes, maybe you have to watch the ads, and the ads are annoying, but like all the information is there. So how are you preparing Riley and Jackson for the arrival of the new baby? I honestly have no clue, other than the fact of like the normal stuff that we do. Like we talk about the baby, we've been talking about the baby ever since we told the kids about the baby. We pray every night, we include the baby in the prayers, like the kids pray for the baby. So there's a lot of like talking about it, and like kind of letting them know. Like we started to change up our nighttime routine, because the kids have kind of gotten used to me being like with them 24/7, and me being able to do the nighttime routine like just very focused on them. So we've been trying to like make it known to them, like not necessarily like, hey, when the baby comes, like mama's not gonna be here, because I don't want them to like resent the baby or have issues with the baby. Like they're gonna have probably enough like jealousy issues as it is, especially Jackson. Jackson is making me nervous because he wants to climb back in the womb. But just like making it known, like things might be different. Dada might have to do the nighttime routine, or like, hey, you know, moving forward, you know, Dada's gonna be able to read you a book. How exciting. Like we're gonna get to pick out books and read. So like just letting them know that some things might be different. Riley, honestly, as long as I get her freaking cat, I think she'll be okay, and she's not even gonna care. She's gonna forget about me. She's gonna just play with the cat. But just like talking about certain things, and then I've been doing the other like logistical things, like, you know, trying to potty train Jackson so that he's more independent in that sense, and teaching them also like to be a little bit more independent with like changing their clothes and taking off their clothes and putting the clothes in the hamper, so that, you know, I have a little bit more help in terms of the home, in terms of them not making as big of a mess. Like that'll still exist, but I've been trying to focus on making them a little bit more independent, so that they'll be more of a help in some areas where they can. Like, I know that they're still kids, and by no means do I want you guys to think that like I expect them to be little parents to my other kid. Like, they're still children, they're still gonna make a mess. I don't expect them just to be doing chores all day, like having them like, you know, freaking work for a living, but they do have to contribute somewhat to the house, and you know, in things that I feel is appropriate and to an appropriate extent. Like, they'll still be doing plenty of playing and plenty of being kids. So I just don't want to, like, I don't know, have that like misconstrued. And then this is the last question I'm gonna answer right this second, but this person is clearly new here. Like, this person, bless your soul, bless your soul. But look at the question. Hey Kayla, your house is always clean. Your house is always clean. I know the kids' toys can be everywhere, but that's family life. How do you keep your house clean and still get chores done and spend time with the kids? Like, yeah, like I can't even respond to that because my house is not always clean. My house is a freaking disaster. So how do you respond to that? But I will say, like, just before we came up here, like my downstairs of my house is still a mess, okay? It's still very messy. But I did like have the kids clean up certain toys. Like, I told Jackson he had to clean up his magnet tiles, and Riley had to clean up the Lincoln logs before I even like allowed them to come up here to do quiet time on their iPads. So I try as best as I can to tidy up sometimes throughout the day. Like, you know, I cleaned up all the stuff just now, like making the waffles. So today I had energy to do that. There have been other days where Joe has gotten home lately and I'm like warning him before he gets home, like, hey, it looks like a freaking tornado tore through here. But I'm on the couch laying down because I have no energy, and he's been okay with that. But when I do feel up to it, and I do try to stay on top of things a little bit better and try to be like, hey kids, you're old enough now, you can help me, you can put away toys, you can put away your clothes, you can make sure that all of your sheets are on your bed, you can make sure all your stuffed animals are on your bed. Like, we're trying to do more of that, because otherwise, like, we're home a lot. We're home like all the time, and it's like every time I turn around, there's another mess somewhere, and it's just crazy to me. Obviously right now more so than ever, just because we're still in the transition of the move and things are still not, you know, properly homed and stuff. But I do the best that I can. That's the mentality I have. I'm gonna do the best that I can without like sacrificing spending time with my kids too, because like I do believe that it's good to have the balance of like, we're home, I want to spend time with you kids. Like, I don't want to just spend the entire day doing chores. You know, I do want them to look back on their childhood and have like memories of us like doing stuff and fun stuff and playing with slime and doing arts and crafts. So we try to incorporate like pockets of that, and you guys see me do that too. And with homeschool, like there are moments where it's like we're playing, we're one-on-one together, we're reading books, we're outside, we're painting. But then other moments in the day, like, you have to kind of like make up for that, and then you do have to clean and you have to try to, you know, tidy as much as you can. When the baby gets here though, we'll have to see how my day-to-day life changes, in the sense that I'll have more to do. So will I have to be waking up earlier, like finally get to the point in my life where I'm waking up before the kids consistently? Maybe I will at some point, but I'm not there yet. Right now I'm still enjoying like not having to wake up before the kids and not doing like a 5 a.m. morning routine, because that sounds miserable to me. But it may come a point where like the only way to like keep up with the housework and the only way to keep up with the things that have to get done will be to kind of wake up early. So I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, those kind of comments make me laugh because my house is not always clean. You guys know that. You guys know that if you watch my videos, and I'm okay with that. I have always said that you're gonna see my house messy, because if I only like filmed when my house was clean, you guys would have like one video a month. Like, that's all you guys would see. But at the end of the day, that's not the most important thing. Like, the most important thing is that your house, your home is a place where your kids feel loved, and where you get to spend that time, where you get to, you know, honor the Lord and the things that you do, and, you know, you get to raise your kids. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter the messes. Like, for my mental sanity, maybe like it's nicer to not have clutter and for things to be put away, but that's not like what we were put on this earth to do, is just to maintain a super tiny home. I think that at just some points in your life, especially when your kids are young, like, you've got bigger fish to fry. Like, you just gotta make sure that they're alive and they're fed and they're happy, they're content. And then, you know, the mess is, it's not the end of the world. They will get clean. Everybody's gonna be okay. It's just the gist of it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff away because I actually was able to get some stuff done. I have more stuff in the wash that I'm trying to like finish up, more laundry. But look, let's take this to the nursery. I can show you what the nursery is currently looking like. A little bit better than before. Still not 100% there yet, but not too long ago my mom was over here and she helped me just like get rid of some stuff, move some stuff around. So like this is all baby stuff. I don't know if I had even shown you that I put like some of the organizers in the dresser. So I've got socks. These are like little changing pad like liners for like spit up. Got some more empty ones there. These are onesies, baby's nail file, thermometer. This is like a little cream. And then I have PJs. I have some other swaddles, so I'm gonna add the other swaddles there. Some blankets. So slowly getting there, like not fully ready, but you know, a little bit every day. It's what I try to do. I also found the kids' old Love Every playmat. So like this is like the teepee cover, I think, to the playmat that I'm gonna put probably in the closet. These are actual sheets for the bassinet. It's gonna be in my room. So I've gotta figure out like where I'm gonna put like all the extra sheets. So for now, I'll put it there. We've got those swaddles. I think one of these I might try to take in the hospital bag. So I'll leave this one out. And then I wanted to take that little PJ with the whales. Maybe I can also open up the diapers. It's like the first box of newborn diapers that I get for the baby. So I have scissors. God, these are so tiny. Look at how little these diapers are. This is gonna, again, freak me out but make me excited at the same time. These tiny, tiny little diapers. I'm gonna put a bunch of them just here, and then I'm gonna end up doing some kind of like a caddy in my room. God, these are so adorable too, and these have like a little elephant in the back. These are Pampers. These are just like regular Pampers, but I guess they have some prints now. So I want to put these. I have to like organize all of the things better. All right, so it is a little later. It's been such a nice day. It's been such a productive, just like a nice day. I've been able to get some stuff done that I wanted to get done, and the kids have behaved super well today. I don't know what it is. Like some days they're just like horrid. Some days they're just so bad in terms of their behavior. And then like after a couple days like that, then they have a day like today where they play nicely, they do their own thing, they don't fight. So today was one of like the better days that we've had in a really long time. Joe got home from work and he's been commissioned to build a log cabin. Riley, is he gonna do a good job? Which one does she have you making? The big one? The kids are watching a movie. They're watching Mitchell's and the Machine. And then, oh, I'm sorry, Mitchell's versus the Machines. I don't know. It's a movie that they've been watching lately. So I've been able to just like hang out here on the couch for a little bit. and Joe is gonna cook some steak before he leaves. I think I had mentioned in the beginning of the vlog that he's going to like a men's group thing tonight. So he's gonna cook before he goes to that, because then the rest of the night I'll be on my own with the kiddos. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here so that way we can just like go relax and maybe I'll help them build their log cabin. But thanks for hanging out with us today. I am bracing myself for tonight because lately I've been having like Braxton Hicks contractions like at night, like the last 3 days at night. I guess it's because I think I read somewhere like your body starts to relax more like at night. So that's like when you tend to get like more contractions and people actually go into labor more. I mean, I could be making that all up. It's just something that I read. But the last few nights I've been just noticing that I have like the Braxton Hicks, and then I move around, they go away, so it's not like a continuous thing. But yeah, that'll probably happen again tonight. But anyway, I am gonna continue to film until this baby comes. So I don't know how many more vlogs you guys are gonna see or how much content you guys are gonna see. It's all gonna depend on like what I'm able to film. But if I'm home, like I'm showing you guys what I'm doing, and then maybe you'll have content like while, you know, I'm giving birth, and you don't have to like have too many, like there's not going to be like too many breaks on my channel. But yeah, as much as I can film, I will continue to film. So not sure when I'll see you next, but thank you for hanging out today. I love your faces. I hope you guys are doing great, and I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.